Prince William has spoken a good few times about the need to break any stigma surrounding men's mental health. Well, tonight there's a new documentary about the positive effects that football can have on mental health as he shares his own personal struggles. Have a look. I just want to say to you, if you're out applauding, if you're doing the clap for the NHS, for the frontline workers, for all the essential workers tonight, that documentary is 8:05 on BBC One Football, Prince William and our mental health, so you can do your applause and then you can come in and it will be on the telly. Yeah, and you saw that he was talking to a footballer, so he's met many faces from the world of football, including our next guest today. They are bereaved fathers, Rob Allen and Peter Allen, not related, and they found that football offered them huge support following their tragic losses in their lives. Good morning to you both, Rob and Peter. And Rob, if I can start with you, you're the founder of Sands United football team. Tell us why you set that up and what the intention was, what people get from your football.
It came about after a charity football game. So me and my wife unfortunately suffered the loss of our daughter Neve in October 2017. And that led to my local Sunday League manager setting up a charity game to do something for my family and for the charity that had supported us, Sands, as well. And we played... we didn't have a team to play against, so it took me a good few months to I come up with this idea of putting a team of dads together to play against my old football team. So after a few months, we managed to get... we had a team of 17 people on the day. 15 of them had lost children, and 2 were very close friends of people that were playing as well. And that 3 months that we were training and we were playing and talking, obviously we'd all been affected by loss. And after the charity football game, we kind of floated this idea of starting a Sunday League team. And yeah, Sands United was born. We changed the name of the charity team, and there was about 8 or 9 lads that carried it on into the Sunday League side. And from there, it's just really kind of snowballed and taken off.
What does SANS stand for? Just tell us.
So it's the Stillbirth and Neonatal Death Society. So it's a charity for people that have lost children either before, during or shortly after birth in the UK.
And then, Peter, you sadly did lose a child through miscarriage. When did you hear about SANS and how did you get involved?
Well, we weren't aware of SANS when we lost Benjamin back in '97. But it was all through my next door neighbour who was part of the team, and I'd lost about 5 stone in weight and had a bit more time because of some work situations. And he said, "Why don't you come and play football?" And that was my real first sort of in time of speaking with SANS and finding about SANS.
Tell us, Rob, about the release. Prince William will talk tonight about how important it is for men to talk. So I know Peter's not so often in the dressing room nowadays, but when you're there, you're playing and you come off, it's half-time, it's full-time, pre-match, post-match, whatever. What's different about your dressing room, or what does your dressing room give you the opportunity to do that you wouldn't be able to do in day-to-day life?
I think the single biggest thing that is unique about our football team is that a lot of people, everybody's got a different story and everybody has got different struggles throughout their journeys through their losses. But the football gives everybody that release, that time to shut all that away. And sometimes you could be coming up to an anniversary or Father's Day or Christmas, or all these really important times that we notice our losses more. And the football side of it just kind of gives you an opportunity to shut the door on that and not have it overwhelm you. And just kind of be at peace for 90 minutes. And you know that standing next to you, shoulder to shoulder, in the dressing room, on the pitch, we're all battling for the same thing, which is the game. But at the same time, we're all battling for our children. And we wear our children's names on our shirts so that they're always constantly with us. And it's kind of a great way to be able to kind of connect with people and have that release at the same time of just being able to shut some problems away.
Peter, I know in the documentary Prince William addresses, the notion of the stiff upper lip. Did you feel that you had to be the strong one? And did you feel that maybe you couldn't talk openly until you met all these other men who'd found themselves sadly in a similar position?
Yeah, very much so. As I say, back in '97, times were very different, and I mean, we had very, very supportive family and friends. But yeah, I had to be strong for my wife, who was struggling with things, and we both were. But I was there for her, and we had friends and family that were there for me. But it wasn't until I joined the team that some memories came flooding back to me, and I started to sort of think about the times back then when and how I processed the loss. And I've had many a chat with Rob about my feelings then and my feelings now, and I certainly see things in a very different way to how I used to.
And thank goodness, what you're doing, what you guys are doing, it's by no means unique. We had a group, we had the whole team, actually, of Follow FC, who were in this studio. I think they were from Fleetwood, in the studio last year. But you did open your door, and in comes Prince William. And I'd just like to hear from you guys your impression of him, what you thought, his commitment about all of this. What would you say about him?
Well, I remember when he came to see us. It was October last year. It was actually the anniversary of when we lost Benjamin. So it was quite a poignant date for me. And I was nervous, clammy hands, needed to use the gents a few times before he arrived. But as soon as he came through the door, an immediate calmness came over me. I don't know what it was, but it was just such a privilege to speak to him and to have him there. And he just made us all feel very at ease. And it was great.
And he proves, Rob, doesn't he? It's about talking, that he opens up about his own feelings, about the loss of his mother, Diana. And I think, he shows that men, don't have to have a stiff upper lip, and they should talk, and it's good to talk. And that's what you and your team are all doing. Well,
look, it was good to talk to you two today. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure you're looking forward to getting out there and kicking a ball again sometime soon. Yeah.
Just before we go, though, I just wanted to say there's a couple of guys that have played for us that have got anniversaries coming up very soon, tomorrow and over the weekend. So just wanted to say that although we can't be together, our thoughts are with Ross and his family and John and his family as well on their upcoming anniversary. So hopefully it's as gentle as it can be.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both, Rob Allen and Peter Allen. Not related, we'll say again. And they're very keen to point out that they are not related. Look at the two of them there. But lovely talking to you, lads. And they're both involved with Sands United FC in Northamptonshire. Excellent stuff.